Over here. Thank you. Stop. Oh, you fucking bitch. You're being a bitch tonight.
This motherfucker's smart camera.
And now, Jabroni Studios, in association with Big Herm Productions, is proud to present to you, recording from an undisclosed location in Oakdale, Connecticut, it's Chris
Not
Burns, it's Chris Lynch.
I have no idea what the fuck just happened.
Well, it's Dysfunction Junction. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard.
We're dysfunctional, all right.
Yeah, we're riding some sort of train tonight, so just give me your fucking ticket. Welcome to Dysfunction Junction.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I'm Chris Burns.
Yeah.
Below me, Chris Lynch.
Down here, Chris Lynch.
On that side, Big Herm, Michael P.S. Herman. No Matt Marsh tonight because he's got to kill a family of bees. And good luck to him. Where do you want to start?
They don't know what's coming.
Hornets, wasps. Let's clarify. Not bees.
Whatever.
We like bees.
Flying's evil cousin.
Bees are good for our plants and the environment.
They are. They really are until they sting me and I have to get EpiPenned. Sure, why not? Let's love the bees.
All right. I'm sorry about your weak genetics.
I know. Blame it on my parents.
That's right.
Goddamn European genetics.
Something like that. Anyway, only certain kind of bees, like not all bees.
I got none of that.
Good, fuck you then. I also don't have a Hitler mustache, so we're even.
I don't either.
Liar, I can see it. Oh, yeah. No.
It's like half a Hitler mustache. It's not really like.
So are you the hit or the lure?
He's the lure. He's got the lure stash.
Big lure.
Yo, if I was I'd be like a Batman villain. I'd be like the Hitler.
The Hitler.
The Hitler. The Piddler.
That just sounds bad all the way around.
What's his superpower? He's a diddler.
It does.
Anyway.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. You wanted to talk about something this evening to kick off the show. I kind of want to get into that too.
Well, all right. You guys know, not everybody out there knows, but 6-7 years ago, I was diagnosed with clinical depression. I don't take medication for it. I hate the way it makes me feel. I hate the way that it clouds my brain. So I find natural remedies, certain books, maybe some push-ups, just some physical activity. You can't do that at 3:00 in the morning.
Isn't that the purpose of the medicine?
No. Yeah, but the side effects.
Throwing that out there. Just
no,
isn't
but
that the purpose of the medicine?
Not when it fucks with your ability to think clearly. What is that fucking thing, and why are you playing with it, Christopher?
It's my third eye.
It's heard. That's Lynch's brown eye. Next.
Yeah, better you show the third eye than show the brown eye live on
That's
the
what
broadcast.
I'm saying,
Thank you.
man. We got to take our fucking, find the silver lining when we find it.
Right. I know, Herm, you're not religious, but thank you, Lord, for Lynch not showing his brown eye.
Heard.
So anyway, over the years, other than like you two and a couple other people, you can pick up the phone and call, and I'm not going to wake you guys up at 3:00 in the fucking morning. So I ordered some food that I shouldn't have ordered. And I just gorged myself silly, and it made me feel better. But I see way too many people, way too many men ignoring these things. We have a fantastic support group with each other. We talk to each other daily. If something was wrong, I know I could have called either one of you. But a lot of people don't have that. So what I'm going to say it here, and then I'm going to do this again on Speedway tonight. If you are this person, or if you know this person that gets that feeling of dread, loneliness, for some might be a suicidal ideation. I do not have that anymore. Tried once, didn't like it. 1 out of 5.
Would not recommend.
Yeah, definitely would not recommend. Don't hesitate to pick up the phone, even if you have to call one of those silly little hotlines and just have some random dude talk to you. Your mental health is important, and you should not ignore certain signs, certain things, certain feelings. And again, if this happens at a time where you can't call somebody, definitely go online, call one of those hotlines. There's always someone willing to talk you down.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 26. You can jump on an app and in about 4 minutes get connected with an actual therapist.
Mm-hmm. And the first session is free.
It's 2026. The stigma is. I'm not saying the stigma is gone.
It's lessened.
That would be a fucking lie.
Right.
Well, I think a
is
lot of that
that
comes from.
Well, the stigma for men
I was just going to go into that.
Has definitely changed in the public's eye view. Like, you know,
I think there's less of a stigma now than there was 25
We've
years
seen the
ago.
video, the woman, the trans person that's been a man for a week, and
I've been
like,
crying
she
for
doesn't
4
know what to
days.
fucking do. Like,
Right.
Like nobody gives a fuck. Like, you know, and they're like, yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Go build something. Go make something. Go do it's. And unfortunately, that's the attitude that the world has had for a long time. Like, we are not allowed. We're not allowed to have emotions and feelings, and we're not allowed to feel weakness because of some. And I'm not even going to use the toxic masculinity thing. It's just societal. Like, it's right. It's just not viewed well up until the last 10 years. Have we really been able to say, like, no, man, I'm not having a good fucking day. Everything in my life right now is fucked. Up until then, nobody gave a fuck. Nobody wanted to hear it. Shut the fuck up. Operate your machine, work your shovel, cook the steak, do what it is that we do.
Well, and a lot of it, like, I have depression as well, on top of, ADHD and the alcoholism. So I deal with what Chris deals with constantly. And it's all in how you treat it. I don't give it much attention. There are times when I do feel depressed, but I do things outside of staying locked in my own head to take my mind off of it. Mm-hmm. Why do you think I have so many fucking hobbies? Why do you think I'm up at all hours of the night reading? Why do you think I have all sorts of cool toys? This isn't just because I want to spend money and show how fucking rich I am. I'm not. I mean, I'm more rich in knowledge and in companionship than I am rich in wealth. I invest in myself. And if investing in myself means being a little bit selfish and spending a little bit of money,
why not?
To keep my mind off of some dangerous bullshit, absolutely. Now, I had this discussion with someone last night, and I told this person, "You're gonna hear bare knuckle me, and you're not gonna like some of the things you're gonna hear."
Don't I know?
Because I didn't like it when I heard it, and
neither did I.
And other people didn't like it when they heard it from me. But there is nothing in this world that is insurmountable. There's nothing in this world that's impossible. You have to put in the work to get.
And he's gone.
Did we lose Lynch?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. He was in the middle of making a really great point, and then the system farted and he was gone. No, I get what he's trying to say, and I know the person he's talking about.
How's the weather where you two are today?
Gorgeous today. Fucking gorgeous. 80-something, but there was a slight breeze. It wasn't humid. And I said when I left lunch with my friends today, I said, if it could stay like this all summer, I'd be a happy man. Lynch, you're in the middle of making a great point.
Yeah, go back to it.
So
do it.
As I was saying, there's nothing in this world that's insurmountable. There's nothing in this world that is unachievable. You have to put value in yourself to maybe not set the bar so high.
Well, then you catch your fart and paint it green.
What's that?
Catch a fart and paint it green. That's unachievable.
Exactly. But there's nothing that you deal with in reality tangible that you can touch, smell, see, or hear that you can't overcome.
Mm-hmm.
And when I hear people who say, especially younger people, when I say younger, I'll say under 35. And 35 is a weird age. You're an adult, but you've only been a true adult for, decade and a half, almost. And you haven't gone through all the trials and tribulations of growing up and being a grown person. So the younger you are, you're going to feel like that this goal is unachievable, or I'm never going to find the right person. Sometimes you don't need another person to live your life with. It's okay to have a lot of friends. And I know there's a lot of societal pressure nowadays to do X, Y, and Z, graduate high school, go to college, be successful, blah, 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 blah. That was a path that was pushed down my throat. I rejected it. And guess what? I'm okay. And I'll be 54 next
Lynch
week.
said, fuck that. I am not going to be successful.
Yeah, fuck you. I don't want to be successful. But every path...
I'm going to be a schlub for the rest of my life.
Right. I'm going to be a
Every path that someone else took isn't exactly going to be your path.
Mm-hmm. How many times, Lynch, have we watched people who just crave to be in a relationship so hard and failed at each relationship horrendously, whether by their own hands or by their spouse's hands?
I can name a dozen.
Yeah.
And that's sad. And that's sad to say. If you can count more than two people that you know in your life that have done that, it's a problem. And because people don't, you got to take inventory of what's important in your life. I take mental inventory once a week.
Yep. One of the things that my daughter says to me a lot, and friends, not you guys, thankfully, because you're smarter than this, ask me all the time is, because you've been single about 6 years now, when are you going to start dating again? I said, when they add an 8th date of the week, because right now I'm happy as shit, and I don't think I've met that person yet. And if I have, they haven't let it be known that they are that person. I'm happy. When I come home, I can do what I want when I want. I can read the books. I can watch the TV shows, the movies.
There's that old cliche, Chris. When you're not looking, it just happens.
Yeah.
And
True.
that was it. That's what happened with me. I'd come out of a string of fucking really shitty relationships before I met my now wife.
Fuck that. I stalked that bitch for 30 years.
Yeah. We know your story.
Yeah, but do we need to read?
The other two are just preparation for the final outcome.
Those are his practice swings. He's 1 for 3.
I stalked that bitch for 30 fucking years.
Hey, you know what? Your fucking batting average is actually pretty good.
Right? That gets you into the Hall of Fame at 333 average.
Hey, you know what? 333 is a Hall of Fame number.
Herm and George Brett.
Not for nothing, but second wife was an exquisite mother to my children. Third wife was an excellent partner. Meatloaf said that shit, bitch. 2 out of 3 ain't fucking bad.
All I'm saying is when you go into the Hall of Fame, your average puts you right next to George Brett on the wall.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll take it.
That's what I'm saying.
But to your point, and to the point that Lynch and I were talking about, we also have learned a lot over the years, not only about our own mental health, but in how to handle ourselves in relationships. I don't think you've only been married once, Lynch. I've only been married once, but I've had my string of crazy bitches throughout time and perpetuity.
I've been married 3 times, but I've slept. I've had way more wives.
But you're not. But you're not the person you were in your first or second marriage. I'm not the person I was in any of my relationships past, including my marriage. Lynch is a different human being now, and he's been married to this woman nearly 30 years. But you're a way different person today.
People who say they don't evolve are lying to themselves.
Lynch.
And if they don't evolve, they devolve.
How old were you and Megan?
If they say they
when
don't
you got together.
I was. Let me do the math.
I've got a number in my head. I think I know.
7. Wait. Don't talk. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was 25. She was 23. too.
See, if you women mature a little bit earlier, but you were right close to the end of full brain development.
Yep.
And
I
full
chose-
stupidity.
And I'm not saying that I do not want this to come across as shitty, but as a person that knows more about human beings now, what I was doing at 19 with my first wife, my brain was technically not fully developed. So there was a lot going on there that I know now was because my brain was, I wasn't making all of the correct decisions yet. I made dumb decisions, and I attribute that to age because, you know what I mean? We know that 26 or so is when your brain actually starts making all the synapses have connected and you're making all the choices using everything.
I rejected relationships for quite a while before I met Megan. I hook up or date. I had some close female friends that we would just hang out like dudes, and it was a comfortable relationship. And there was one woman in particular who Megan said she's in love with you. I'm like, she had her opportunity. I mean, and she didn't do anything to impress me. I mean, I wasn't looking, and then here she comes in a dark parking lot, 1997, riding with a friend that's a common friend. We met. Had I left 5 minutes earlier, I probably never would have met her.
Your wife used chloroform to drag you into a car. That's a love story, man. You can't.
I have the actual recipe. I have the actual recipe for that.
I knew you would.
Everybody wants to know.
I knew you would.
Nobody wants to know.
It's one
anyway,
cup of household bleach.
Nobody wants to know.
Anyway,
One tablespoon of
play a funky song.
I have an alternative recipe also.
Anyway, to cap off that discussion,
Anyway,
guys, don't ignore the signals. Listen to yourself, listen to your friends, listen to a therapist, listen to somebody. Exactly, like Herm said, and I couldn't agree more. It's 2026. There's help at every turn, whether it's free help or you have to pay for it. Find it, take it, give it. Because I'll say it again, and you can't say this to everybody, but those that watch this show, I pretty much think are very good people. The world is a better place with you here than without you here. Yeah. Pretty much. So, Lynch, you had something you wanted to talk about.
Well, it's kind of sticking in familiar territory about people, us as humans.
People are people.
So why should it be?
And people do strange things. The reason I'll give you a little insight as to why I brought that up. I caught myself at work the other day. I said something and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, I sound exactly like my father. And then I think about it, and I think about the things that I inherited from him, and I want to give my mom some actual kudos. Those of you who listen or know me at all, never had the greatest relationship with my mother. After my dad died, it got worse. And I was thinking about the things that thankfully I did not inherit from her, and the things I am thankful that I inherited from her. I'm glad I can cook.
Oh, really?
There's not a woman. There is, well,
shut up, Herm.
Serviceably, motherfucker. I won't give you diarrhea, and you won't die.
Now, not to interrupt you, but Herm,
he's a step and a half above Taco Bell.
Herm, let me try to hem the situation in a little bit.
I'm just fucking with you. I swear
What Lynch is saying is not I'm a 5-star Michelin rated chef. What Lynch is saying is I can cook a meal that will not kill you.
Won't kill anybody, and I can survive.
He is far and away ahead of Marsh Boyardee. We'll say that.
And people say, you know what, Lynch, that wasn't half bad.
Right?
My mother.
I've eaten your cooking.
My mother and her mother. I think it's any female on her side of the family has.
But wasn't it wasn't it you who said that the thing about the reason I could chew it is because mom didn't cook it?
Yes. 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 That started a fight.
And that's how the fight started.
And that's how the fight started. Now, my mother, I mean, she tried. She really, really tried. She tried very hard. She went and took cooking classes. And the first dish she cooked in this cooking class was supposed to be this Asian cuisine, blah, 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 blah. And I'm watching her cook it. I'm only like 10, 11 years old. I knew something just wasn't quite right. It smelled weird. And she's all proud of herself doing the whole thing. And she serves it. And my dad and I sit down and we each take a bite at the same time. And I locked eyes with my dad.
Chew it once and look over.
I'm like, I just look at him. And he looks at me. And we both look at my mother. My dad goes, "Ugh, honey, how much salt did that call for?"
All of it.
Oh, I think it was like a third.
All
no.
of it.
I think it was like 4 tablespoons.
Jesus Christ. Did
What is she
make
making?
That's like enough
Phil-
fucking salt.
That's
Dude.
like a week's worth.
Dude, the saltiest fucking food I've ever had to put in my mouth. Ever.
Oh,
And then conversely with my dad, cook the hell out of anything. So I'm thankful I did not inherit that trait from my mother.
there you go.
But things that I am thankful for, she can write. She can write, and she taught me how to write very well. Actually, both my parents could write really well. And she also taught me a lot of financial responsibility. Very young. I had my first bank account when I was like 11 years old. And she started it as a savings account. And then when I was old enough to get a checking account, it's a checking account. I was paying my own bills at like 15 years old. And I didn't think much of it. But when I talked to my friends at school and they see me pull out a checkbook out of my book bag, they're like, "Why do you got one of those?" I'm like, "Oh, I pay my bills out of it."
Because I'm
They're
sexy.
like, "What
as
fucking
fuck,
bills
that's
do you
why."
have? They're like, "What fucking bills do you have?"
Candy.
Well, I pay for my own magazine subscriptions. I pay for this. I pay for that. Well, how do you have money? Well, I work. You're only 14.
Yes, now I didn't have my own checkbook yet, but I was responsible for. I knew what my monthly insurance amount was. I knew what the amount for this was. I knew what the amount that I needed to cover for that was, and I had to pay. Mom was the bank, so I had to hand mom cash.
Well, that's how it was working with me. Because the older I got, the more responsibility was filtered in there.
Mhm.
I was on their car insurance, so therefore, once a month, I handed her either cash or a check.
Right.
Here's my car. Here's my part of the car insurance.
By this date for whatever the amount was, that was the additional.
I worked at a grocery store. Guess what? I paid for my own fucking groceries. Yeah, I didn't have to work. They didn't have to worry about me eating them out of house and home at 17, 18 years old.
Mhm.
I paid my own way. I paid for my own college. So I do give credit to my mom for that. And thankfully she did that at a young age. Now, did it work? In some cases, yeah. Again, Herm hit the nail right on the head. You're fucking 18 years old and make dumb fucking decisions financially or just in general.
Bro,
And
I'm
I did some
53 and
dumb-
I still make dumb fucking decisions financially.
Oh, I do
not
too.
All of them. Not all of them.
I do
but, you
too.
know, but again, the decisions, I'm pretty sure for all of us, the decisions are smaller. Like my dumb decisions are spending $200-$300, not financing a fucking vehicle that's out of my price range
Right.
for a payment I'll never afford with money that I'm not making. You know what I'm saying. What'd you do? I bought this dumb fucking shirt for $30.
$5 at Target today, clearance. And my daughter will tell you this. If she were sitting right here, what is your dad splurge on that drives you nuts? And she'll tell you, graphic tees. And
Dumb
I just bought 4 more recently, and some of them have inspirational quotes on the back. Some of them have, like "fuck you" type things on them. But it's not something I'd be embarrassed to wear. It's something that embarrasses other people when they're with me. But look,
Yeah, I mean, I have a shirt problem. We all know this.
Same here. If my bills are paid, my daughter's taken care of, and everything's good, I'm going to drop 20, 30 bucks on a shirt I saw online. I've got so many. I wore one out the other day. It made a lot of people laugh. And one woman at Stop and Shop wanted to beat me up. But I was like, hey, it's the truth. The back of the shirt says, no one owes you shit. Work harder.
Well, yeah, it's bro. You go online and there's a shirt and it's $29.99 and tax and da da da, and it's $35 by the time they ship it to you.
Mhm.
And I'm looking at that going, am I not worth? Look, I work my ass off. Am I not worth 1 hour of work?
Yes.
That's how
You know
look
what I
at
mean?
it.
Like that. What does that cost me legitimately? Like 1 hour of work, $35 shipped to my door. Do I not deserve it? Like that's my thing for beer. If I don't work, I don't buy beer today. But if I work, I know that 1 hour today more than covered the beer I'm going to buy to drink today.
Yeah.
1 hour out of 10 is not. Come
But
on.
we are at a point now, and that we all get it. We are at a point now. There's the boom.
Sorry.
We are at a point now where we look at ourselves and we look at our finances and go, this is a purchase I can make. Unlike when we were 22 and your bank account says $4, and as soon as you hit your check, you're like, I wanted this fucking Nintendo game and it's $79 and I'm going to get it because I
There
have
goes
to have it.
everything you've got for the week because your check was $164.
Right.
Because we were making $5 an hour.
To Lynch's point about working, and I'll give my dad a lot of credit. My dad didn't teach lessons the way, you know, Ward Cleaver or Lynch's dad. I've sat with Lynch's dad, God rest his soul, and that man can spin a yarn and make you believe in yourself like nobody's business. What a great dude he was. The times I got to spend with him, I will never, ever, ever forget. But my dad, there was 1 year, and it was, I can't remember if it was the Atari, had this box set. And it was I didn't have an Atari. We had some other video game system. It had the Atari. It had like 6 games, 2 controllers, the spinner controller for the racing games, and a couple other bells and whistles. Yeah. And I was like, oh, man.
For Night
Christmas.
Driver.
Yeah, Christmas is a billion years away, and I kind of want that. He goes, well, there are 2 ways you can get it. You can wait for Christmas, or you can do something about it. Now, whether this is divine intervention or, you know, I know you guys aren't religious. Some of you believe in karma. Some of you believe in heavy-duty coincidence. 2 weeks later, my friend Kevin was going on vacation. He needed someone to fill in on his newspaper route.
See, I believe in the universe.
Fair.
I believe
Fair.
in the universe.
Yeah. So I did the paper route. Kevin came back. I was thrilled. I was like, dude, this is awesome. All I had to do was do an hour of work. And then I went and did the collections. And Kevin said, whatever you collect and you pay off, you know, the week's worth of papers, you keep the rest. That's what you do. You make money. And when I looked at what I made at the end of that week, I was like, okay, I might like this. Fast forward 2 months, Kevin's like, I'm done with this. I don't want to get up in the morning anymore. Do you want this paper route? Yes. Yes, I do.
Oh, I got mine.
From
See,
the
for
age
me,
of 10.
It was mowing lawns.
Yeah. Same. The hustle.
Same.
Shoveling driveways.
Yeah.
Babysitting.
Like my dad made me rent the fucking mower. Like,
Get the
I
fuck
didn't-
out of here.
no, because that's how business works. You're going to start a business as a lawnmower, but you don't own your own equipment. So you have to fucking find equipment somewhere. That's going to cost you X numbers of dollars a week, because that's how you would have to do it in real life. If you're an excavator, before you can buy the backhoe, you're going to have to rent one for every job.
Before I finish my story, I am going to say this. That is the 1000% most Leonard Herman thing I have ever heard in my life.
Bro, my mother wrote and when cars were purchased and I had agreed to things, my mother wrote out fucking contracts.
Invoices, contracts, promissory notes.
And I would
Yes.
sign it and she would sign it and my father would witness it. My mother was all fucking about it from the age of 4 for fucking how the fucking world worked. When I got my first car, that Volkswagen, I signed a fucking contract. My mother held that contract over me for 10 fucking years because it was an obligation
Good.
that I had signed my name to.
I honestly
That's
love that.
the fucked up shit I got from my mom and dad.
Yeah.
That's how the real world works.
Yep. So
And it sucked.
yeah. So I delivered papers from the age of 10 till 3 weeks before I left for the Army. I did lawns. I did driveways. I did babysitting for people. Hey, we're going out of town for the weekend. Can you come to the house and watch our kids?
All the babysitting.
But because of the work ethic that I had, and because of the responsibility and the integrity and the trust that these people had in me, there are kids now who are grown ass adults. Some of them are teachers, some of them, homemakers, some of them, whatever they are, will look back. One of my best friends down the road, Billy Bingham. I would watch him and his brother till 2 a.m. while his mother was at work. She'd come home. I'd walk up the hill to my house, and we have remained friends to this day. And when people ask us, "Hey, you guys known each other long?" Since about 1987. Oh, how'd you meet? And Billy, big smile on his face. Chris was my babysitter, and I was a good fucking babysitter.
All right, so
because I let the kids get away with everything.
about my dad.
Please.
Terry and I had been dating, and I ended up over at her apartment before she moved back home. My last night that I was working maintenance at McDonald's. I ended up coming home at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I was supposed to start at midnight. My father knew that that it was my last night. He knew when I was supposed to go to work. And when I got home, he didn't let me go to bed. This is your last night. You're not going to blow them off. You're going to go to work right now. I'm going to take you. You're going to not give them any fucking reason to say shit. You told them that you'd work to the end. That's what you're going to do. So I got in the truck and my father took me to fucking work.
Good man.
Stick up to your end of the agreement. That's something my dad taught me too. Accountability. Big thing on accountability and a big thing on how the real world works. Keeping your word was gold. I think it still is gold.
I think it still is. I think the problem now is everybody expects a digital version of Word, but back then, like, Word was, not to go hip hop, but Word is born.
Yep.
More good business deals have happened over a fence with a handshake and a word than the rest of the world really wants to admit.
Yep. And the beautiful thing that I'm going to add to this is that I think all of our parents taught us, my mother especially, is that communication is key. I say this because 2 years ago, there was a deal and a miscommunication between you and I, Herm. And as I was leaving my job, I said, look, I need this, and this. And one of them was, I need you to pay me for the plow that I put on this truck that my friend helped me with. No problem. My problem was I did not communicate that piece of information to Herm. And when I got that final paycheck, the first thing I did was Venmo him. In the interim, we had a small disagreement. It was settled in 2 hours.
There was a snag, and it wasn't that big a deal.
It was settled in 2 hours. You were hot, to be sure. And
I was.
And
in my defense, from my front porch, I without all of the data.
Bingo. But that's my fault. That was my fault.
I'm not even laying blame on fault. All I'm saying is I was legitimate, given what I knew with the data I had to feel the way I feel. You corrected me on what the actual data was, and problem solved. Literally there was a problem with code. We fixed it, and it was done.
And you can say all day, and I appreciate you saying that. Well, I didn't have the data. Well, that was on me
No, I
to
understand
fill
that.
you in.
You're correct. You're correct. You're correct. I'll let you own that, but without
You shot without asking questions, is what you're saying. Yeah.
without prejudice, as the court system would say.
Yes. Yes.
You can say that, and I will accept that without prejudice.
Yeah. And like I said, and you guys, we could go back and find those text messages. It was done in 2 hours. He sent a message. I woke up. I saw the message. I called him. I'm like, dude, did I not say X, Y, and Z? And you said, no, you actually didn't.
Oh,
Oops.
my bad.
Yeah. Oops.
X, Y, and Z. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
When I get my final check on Friday.
My bad.
I wasn't going to sleep. I was going to the track.
You know what
when
I
mean?
Get, though,
when I get my final check on Friday. Yeah. When I get my final check on Friday, you are the first person that it will be Venmo ding gone. Problem fucking solved. So that's one I got to give to my mother, because I mentioned dad and the work ethic thing. Mom was a communicator. After her brain gimmick in 95, double aneurysm, nearly killed her. She's outlived everybody's expectations, and she is still kicking to this day. Bigger, better, badder than ever. Still tipping about 650 on the Richter scale. And her communications are still good, but she tends to forget certain things. And I'm not saying dementia style, but I do the same thing at 53 that she does at 75. Did I tell you that so-and-so came to my house?
Mama, because here it is right here. It's still, I don't know if everybody knows this, but Mom was a teacher, and her desk was pretty much like, it was off limits. I use Mom's desk every week for this show.
Mm-hmm.
In the drawer right here, because Mama's desk was where everything sacred was. I have Mama's what she want for her obituary.
Wow. How freaking cool is that?
All right here. Everything she did, what she wanted. Lady of Lord's Church, Gales Ferry, was a member of the Groton all of that shit. All of that shit. Like, that's the journalist and the recorder that Mama was. Like, everything had to be written down. It seems to be like a trait within her side of the family. Every generation is a journaler, is like, but that's where I have to write everything down. I'm pretty sure it's from Mom, because like, who the fuck? Only a teacher writes her obituary on a stack of fucking
Post-it notes. Where did your mom teach? What school system?
Hold
no
on.
Shit, Sherlock.
Hold on. Let me look.
You lived with the woman. You don't know where she taught?
He's being an
She
ass.
first taught in
I know.
Johnston, Vermont. She taught at SB Butler from 78 to 96. She was a teacher at Claude Chester before she was a teacher at Butler. She was basically, once she got here, she was Groton Town. She worked, she was one of the teachers in the beginning, very beginning. She worked at Mary Morrison. But she Groton. She was Groton.
Did she ever substitute?
Not Groton City.
Did she ever substitute?
Maybe, but that would be before I was.
Okay.
She was an actual teacher by the time she lived here, so she didn't really sub. She was a contracted teacher. She subbed during college, and that was all in Vermont.
Because I'm trying to remember if I probably interacted with your mom, because all those elementary schools were in and around where I grew up, and I don't know. But I went to Eastern Point.
Like, she worked at Butler from 78 to 96.
Yeah, I probably interacted with her at one point, because we used to do other education programs at other schools. The No, that's really cool that you have all that. I mean,
Like it the fuck, Mama? What the fuck?
That's just mom being thorough. It wouldn't be Gail if it wasn't.
I mean, I don't thank either of my parents for my fucking handwriting. It looks like I wrote it
My dad's guilty of sin. I have terrible cursive. You guys have all gotten cards or letters or something with my regular print, and I have pretty neat handwriting when it comes to that. You ask me to write something in cursive, it's going to look like a 2-year-old took a purple crayon and just look, I made a dog. That's a scribble.
Yeah. See, for me, it's the exact opposite. My cursive penmanship, because of Mama.
Mm-hmm.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Should be handwriting documents. I don't. My signature is horrible, like my father's. But
no, but your handwriting is fucking exquisite.
Penmanship is really exquisite, and I make fucking. I just write shit in cursive, and even Jen to this day is like, your fucking cursive penmanship should feel like you should write books.
There you go. What up, Kahuna?
I'm like, really? I'm like, that's Mama. It sucked having an elementary school teacher at home.
I can imagine.
Like,
homework's done. No, it's not. Go rewrite this shit.
Yo, my mother would grade my fucking homework. She would grade my homework.
Talk about could not.
I would have.
I could not imagine.
You would have to proofread it. Then I'd have to rewrite it. I had to do 3 or 4 fucking writes on any report I ever did, and she would fucking go in with the double red lines with the P paragraph. She would correct it like a fucking teacher, bro.
Talk about
like,
getting
like some of you people, like you and your parent and your dad were failing math. That didn't happen in my fucking house.
It sounded like you got beaten with both ends of the same stick.
No, for real. What do you get to do? I get to go home and do homework in front of a teacher. Fuck.
I remember how critical my mother was of my homework. I can't imagine how she would have been being
Michael,
a teacher.
your K's literally, Michael, your K's need work.
I haven't used handwriting since the 1990s. Kahuna, how do you write your fucking grocery list, bro? You smoke signals to your wife? Get bread. Get toilet paper. Use toilet paper in Australia?
I unfortunately use handwriting every day because you're on the phone with somebody. Information.
I have to log in journal interactions with employees and counseling, and I use the journal like it's a Bible in case anything goes down.
Lynch knows this. I am a stickler for not forgetting shit. So at night when it's in my mind and it's fresh, I have a little notebook and I'll write down, okay, I got to remember to get this tomorrow. And I put it next to my shoes. So when I get up in the morning and I go to get my shoes, the last thing I put on before I leave the house, there's that note. Don't forget to get deodorant, peaches, toilet paper, whatever.
That's my mom. Like instead of having to remember what the light switches underneath the counter that she couldn't see would do, she would put like Post-it notes on the wall next to the switches. The window behind me, I get the fucking Post-it note problem from my mother.
Yeah, fuck you for those Post-it notes during Speedway season, asshole. The stupid shit that Chris says gets put on the window when Herm was running the show. Uh-oh. First it was the blotter, then he just decided to go BAP to the window.
Oh, boy.
Is there a like or a dislike? And I'll start. I know, look at this asshole. Is there a like?
A lot of yellow notes.
Is there a like?
Mother's been dead for 4.5 years.
And you've got more Post-it notes in the 3M factory.
Oh, wait. You know what else? Mama liked? Where is it?
Not feeding you?
Oh,
The
she
fuck is
had to
that?
do that, and that cost her a foot. Stamps, ink pads, stamps,
Wow.
everything. Every bill that came in got paid, received. Fucking.
I'm going to ask you guys while he is showing you all the stuff that Mom hoarded for 40 fucking years.
I'm ready to go to seventh. I'm ready to go to fourth grade.
Nice. I'm going to start. We'll go clockwise, and Herm will be the main event. A like that you took from your dad and a like that you took from your mom. As far as, say, entertainment, music, etc., so forth. For me, my dad loved cop shows, and as a kid, I hated cop shows. And I'm the guy now that gets rigid when he hears there's a new serial killer documentary or a new true crime this or what have you. I love to watch how detectives do their job. As much as I'm squeamish about blood, I watch Autopsy, The Last Days of on Peacock with I can't remember, Michael Bader, regardless of his name. Really good fun. The gray haired, he looks like he could be a model, but he's a fucking coroner.
Yep.
I think back now, and the last book he read, my mom gave me, which, Lynch, you're supposed to have it next, is The Good Rat by Jimmy Breslin, the mafia guy from New York. So I get all that cop stuff from the guy who was a cop for 244 years. Entertainment, my mom gave me the love of music. The reason I'm a music geek is because on the same turntable, on one day, Mom could be playing Larry Gatlin and the Gatlin Brothers, and the next day, Iron Butterfly. She could play the Four Tops, and then she'd play Elvis, but then she might play Zeppelin, the Carpenters. You know, when people say, "Oh, you're just a metal guy," no, come check out my shuffle on any random day and watch your jaw drop and hit the fucking floor when I have Pantera going, and then the next thing I have is Patsy Cline, Boxcar Willie. I'll give my grandfather a tad bit of credit every Sunday. He's an Italian man. My grandmother on my mother's side, we're talking about grandfather, grandmother. Grandmother's Polish. If I were staying with them every fucking Sunday after church, they had 2 hours of polka music. And I will never forget, to this day, I would sit there and suffer this music. But I always knew I'd hear my favorite polka song by the end of the broadcast. In heaven, there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. And when we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer.
Yes.
Every wedding I go to that there's a Polish family, I will go up to the DJ, slip him $10 and go, find the beer barrel polka. He goes, really? I'm like, yeah. Dude, you're at the time, say maybe 35. My own wedding, I did that. So my mother and my aunt and everybody could dance. I'm like, can you play In Heaven There Is No Beer?
I had a whole file of Polish polka music.
And you want to see something, you want to see something that defies logic and biology. You see these women walk into your wedding or walk into the reception.
They didn't walk in. They barely walked in.
Thank you.
Like they hobbled in. They hobbled in with canes and walkers.
You put on that fucking polka music, they look like Carl fucking Lewis.
Holding them. And
what was the guys?
Early, right after dinner, you throw on the Bill Barrel polka, and all of a sudden, Nanuts is 23 again.
Yep.
Trivia question for you two.
Okay.
The polka celebration at Ocean Beach. Who was that? Who was the big act?
Dick Pillar.
That was Dick Pillar.
It was Dick Pillar.
Every fucking
year. And he was the nicest and sweetest person you will ever meet.
Very nice guy. I mean, I listen to it now just because it reminds me of my childhood. Because on my mother's side is the Polak. She's Polak in English.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Right. It's interesting that you got your music from your mom. Me,
if I hold on before you say anything, we used to have that thing, and you saw it on television when you were a kid. And for $19.95, and you call the 800 number, you put your vinyl in it, and it could hold 30 vinyls, and all you did was turn the knob, and the vinyls fell forward like a Rolodex. So you could find, look, there's Kiss Alive. Look, there's the Best of Bread. There's Anne Murray. Fuck Connie Francis. And it was the weirdest shit. But my mother's musical taste was so eclectic that I actually, I don't claim that I learned it from her. I say I stole it from her.
So similarly with me, my dad, anything to do with the arts was from all my dad.
Mm-hmm.
With the exception of like crafting with my hands.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, I was super encouraged by my mom because she was crafty. Her mother could quilt and knit and sew. My mother learned how to do it late, as I grew up. And she learned a lot from my dad's mom, who was a professional seamstress for 40 years. So I learned that very young. I knew how to hem pants when I was like 10 years old. And my mother taught me how to quilt. And I did needlepoint, and I did black chook and all that shit. I loved doing that shit when I was really young.
See, Dad taught me all of that: sewing, how to stitch, how to iron.
Now, my dad taught me how to stitch canvas, how to sew canvas on sails, on canopies on boats, on anything outdoorsy, how to stitch leather. So it's kind of a mishmash between both. But yeah, my dad was all his taste in music, which was everywhere. I mean, he would listen to Led Zeppelin 1 minute and go to the Oak Ridge Boys the next song. Alabama. He loved his country music, but he liked big rock country music. He liked Alabama, the Oak Ridge Boys. He liked Garth Brooks.
Who doesn't?
Like arena country. My wife even expressed interest in going to a Garth Brooks concert if you were to.
It's amazing. You'll never regret it. Oh my God, so good.
And I went in 1994 or 95. So that was when the dance came out?
So around there, yeah. When he just started to burst, like he became huge after that second record, and he just was everywhere.
And I remember he played the dance. And for a good 100 feet circle around me, there wasn't a dry eye in the fucking crowd.
Bitches.
I have a funny Garth Brooks story.
But yeah, his movies tastes, his taste in books. I get all that from my dad. And my mom taught me to appreciate writing because she was very good at it. And she taught me structure, grammar. I would always hand my book reports to her. Like if I had to do a history report, she was my editor. And
Did she correct him in red fucking pen?
No, blue. She liked her Mead, Papermate, whatever the fuck they were, blue pens.
No. Mama used teacher red pen. God damn it.
She would go through it and say, and she would ask to see my references. So I'd give her the references and she'd go through it. She'd be like, yay or nay. It's good. Just change this. So I get a lot of that from her. My critical reading I get from her.
Awesome.
Which I appreciate.
Before Herm goes, can I tell my Garth Brooks story?
Absolutely.
I honestly thought Garth Brooks was gay. When I heard the song That Summer, because it's a misheard lyric story, unfortunately, I heard the first line and then I heard the rest of the song and I was like, this dude's gay. Because I went to work for Earl that summer and then he ends up having sex with Earl.
It didn't register when you said she was wearing a dress she hadn't worn in quite a while.
No, because I was still stuck on Earl.
Still stuck on Earl.
And this is before the whole pronoun parade. I am like, why is he calling Earl a she? What the fuck is he queer? I mean, what the fuck? Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's the night I kill Herm. Not intentionally. But I'm seriously, go to your Spotify if they have Garth Brooks.
He was wearing a dress he hadn't worn.
He hadn't worn in quite a while. Hey, we had the guy that came into McDonald's wearing the heels all the time. It could happen.
And the earrings. It
Yes!
was always the earrings.
And there was the professor at Three Rivers that dressed like Minnie Pearl without the hat. So look, like they always say, it was the 90s. Well, he went to work for Earl that summer, right? Oh yeah,
Earl that summer.
and then I fucked him.
You look
I'm
pretty
sorry.
good. You look really good in them jeans, boy.
That hot cup of coffee and a smile did it for everybody.
The rules of the road.
But then again, hey, if you watch The Hands of Leather turn to velvet in a touch, man, come on.
All right, that works for Earl. You know,
That works for Earl. Thank you.
I can see that.
Okay.
You know.
All right, Hermstern, I'm sorry. Garth Brooks is not gay, by the way, although his current wife does look like a man. Thank you. It might be Earl.
What I got from Mama, first of all, was hawking my kids like they were fucking, I don't know, on their homework and being real critical on shit, how that worked. But really what I got from Mama is what I make my living doing.
Porn?
Mama could cook. And I have a box of cards with notes and renotes. I have just about every holiday menu dating back to about 1984 upstairs in the cookbook. Mama was a chef. She just didn't know it.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that's exactly where I get that from. She was hypercritical of her own self, and the same way I am of myself.
I'm only critical of your cooking.
And from my dad, I don't.
It all sucks.
Right? I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing half the time.
Was your dad?
Was your dad what?
Could your dad cook?
Oh, Dad could cook. Dad could throw
Could your
down.
dad cook? Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad
You
didn't
got-
get into
you
cooking
got
until
a lot
after he
of- a lot of
retired.
positive one. No, my dad's mom could cook. Oh, I learned a lot from that woman.
Oh, my grandmother could cook like nobody's business.
Well, the same. And then like
My other
Mom's
grandmother?
mom could cook. And like I've got cookbooks that came over from England when
Nice.
people fucking emigrated here, like old English recipes from that side of the family. But then again, Dad's side of the family is so all of my ethnic recipes are based on grandma's, because grandma taught Mom how to make the food for Dad the way he liked it. So all of my Mexican restaurants are based on Mom's and Grandma's recipes. I judge everything based against that.
Right. My wife
Now-
has
Go ahead.
3x5 index cards from both her German grandmother and her Italian grandmother and her great grandmothers in their handwriting of recipes that are just oh my God.
I think I got blessed when you have a Polish grandmother who marries an Italian man. So you could have the best sausage and peppers on earth and then get the galumpkies with the nice soft cabbage wrap. Oh, Marone,
What?
so good.
You got a Glumpkin? What?
A Blumpkin.
No, not a Blumpkin, a galumpki.
I fucking love pierogies.
Pierogies
Just
are
get that out there.
great. I don't care if
Pierogies
they're
with
cheese or potato. Get them out of the way. Pierogies are the best. Now,
Fried-
when you were a
fried
kid,
rice.
I'm not gonna lie here. I'm gonna say this. I like all ethnic versions of that.
Yeah.
When you start working food, you start realizing that everybody has something. Like it's all the same. Like, oh, what do the Italians make? Oh, they
Ravioli.
make agnolottis. They make agnolottis. What do the Polacks make?
Pierogies.
They make pierogies. It's the same. It's pasta stuffed with just potato and cheese and shit instead of cheese. What do the Asians make? They make dumplings. It's the same fucking dough rolled over, but pan fried or steamed with sausage in it. Like every fucking culture has a version of something you like. Like every fucking culture has a version of the taco. In Korea, it's the banh mi sandwich on the bun. It's all of that. Like you start seeing it across the board. Like it's all different shit, but it's all the same fucking.
You're bringing up something really good here, and since we're talking about our parents, was there a food that one of your parents did not like that you ended up not liking yourself?
Liver.
Okay.
His father ate liver all the time.
Well, you said that your parents did not like.
Yeah.
Right.
What did they not? What did they didn't like liver either?
No.
Okay. Good. Okay. Then we're on the right path.
But his father did.
My parents loved liver.
My grandparents loved liver too. Couldn't stand it. No,
actually,
for me,
both of my grandparents on his side loved liver. Oh,
I got this from my dad.
And tongue. They would eat tongue.
Yeah.
I don't eat things that can lick me back.
Nope. My father, like me, I will put melted butter. I would put melted butter on a hooker and lick it dry. But what I can't do is take a butter pad and spread it across bread and eat it that way. Melted
you don't
butter?
Like that?
No, absolutely not.
Not room temperature butter?
Nope.
Like set in a buttermill?
If it's not melted, it's not me. And I got that from my dad.
Oh, see, the chef in me loves to put that in my mouth and just let it melt and feel
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So good. It's so good.
Yeah. No,
but by the same token, my mother and my father, God rest his soul, could put mayonnaise on their shoes and eat them. I hate mayonnaise. To this day, I hate mayonnaise.
So does my wife.
My dad made a cake that one of the ingredients was mayonnaise to moisten it or what. Fuck that.
Yes.
I'm eating this cake. When I moved to Florida.
A little bit of acid, some fat, some extra
you put that
protein,
in Angel's food cake.
All the beautiful things.
Don't ruin Angel food cake for me, you sick motherfucker. I got to Florida that they made me a cake.
Why can't we make cake with mayonnaise?
They made me a cake. And I'm eating it, and it's the most delicious cake ever. And my dad is grinning from ear to ear. Like, you like that cake, huh? I'm like, it's
a mayonnaise cake, bitch.
This is probably one of the best cakes I've ever eaten. And as I put the next bite in my mouth, he goes, I used about 2 cups of mayonnaise. I couldn't eat the cake again. It's a mental thing.
My mama used to make a tomato soup cake. That was fucking.
Now, see, I would eat that.
Tomato soup, sugar, a bunch of spices.
It's a fruit.
You give me, and Herm watched me. I used to call it poor man's stew, but it's not. It's just what my mom made when we were starting out, and the family didn't have a lot underneath us. Tomato soup with bow tie noodles.
Yep.
Little bit of black pepper. If you want cheese on top, a little bit of shredded cheese. And I could eat that shit every day for a week. I love it.
So you know what so when we was little,
little for you is 150 pounds. Let's talk about that.
No, when I was little, like preschool,
pocket sized.
Yes.
All right.
Like before
pocket sized Herm.
Before Herm was a criminal.
Pocket Herm.
I can't make fat jokes anymore. He's so slim.
That's what pocket Herm.
My mom, and there's a recipe card for it. That's how fucked up Mama was with shit. It's SpaghettiO soup.
Really?
It's a can
I gotta
of
hear about this.
SpaghettiOs. Basically, she make creamy tomato soup out of SpaghettiOs. Adds a little bit of Parmesan. Mixes in a little bit of breadcrumbs.
I love SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, and you know what? I gotta be honest. I'm 53 years old, and I keep SpaghettiOs in the counter underneath the cabinet because SpaghettiO soup. And it's not just me. I have cousins we talk about it. I have a cousins group, and we were talking about it the other day, and my cousins were like, yo, do you guys remember SpaghettiO soup? And I'm like, remember it? I make it once a fucking week.
That's hilarious.
Your aunt had a recipe card. Fuck's sake.
That is hilarious.
I took a picture of it. Was like, this is the fucking recipe that Aunt Gail has for SpaghettiO soup.
You know, we talked a little bit earlier about stupid purchases, and if I had $700, if I was willing to spend $700 on a chair, I want a William Byron chair for recording down here.
There you go.
All right.
But
Yeah,
I'm not willing to spend $700 on a quote unquote gaming chair. I can get the same thing and slap a sticker on it at Walmart.
This chair I'm sitting in now, one of the most comfortable chair I own ever for quite a while. $199.
See, I'll do the same thing. I'll just slap a fucking 24 on it.
Yep. Very comfortable.
I just saved $549. Bap! Oh, there you go. What kind of money saving things did your parents teach you? Since we're doing all the positive things, we're never going to do a negative show.
You know what I got from Dad? I never finished this. You know what I got from Dad?
Beatings.
No.
I had to. We don't talk about Earl. He went to work for Earl that summer.
Emotional damage.
No, swear to God. But since I lost weight, the flex is that I was never able to. I went right by it. He was still beating me with it when I could wear it. But now I wear the belt my father used to beat my fucking ass with. But what I got from Dad is a love of old ass fucking movies. As Gene and Paul would say, I like movies in black and white that are starring guys that have been dead longer than I've been alive. All right. You really want to see Daddy lose his mind? Put on a fucking Tarzan movie with Johnny Weissmuller.
Those are great movies, man.
I will lose my shit and
that
feel
is
like
fantastic.
I'm movie Bad Day at Black Rock with Audie Murphy. Just movies that, again, they've been dead longer than I've been alive.
Yep.
And I know fucking lines to them the way that we know all of the lines to movies we all watch together and we fucking throw around.
On the same vein, I never got why my dad would sit on the couch on a Sunday morning before football and giggle his fucking ass off watching the Three Stooges, because I thought that was stupid as fuck.
My father would sit there and laugh, and my mother would sit there right next to him, and she's just like, they're just not funny.
I said the same thing.
They're not funny. Me, I totally got the slapstick. But my mother, they're just not funny.
But we were talking pre-production before Lynch got here. I didn't dig the Three Stooges until I got older, but I loved, on the same vein, the Little Rascals. And I'm 53, and I search out Little Rascal shorts to this day because they're the funniest shit. However,
Dad would watch those because he watched those first run.
Yeah. But you look back on them. We just talked about Davy and Goliath a week ago, and now here we are talking about the Little Rascals. But Herm and I were talking a little bit before the show, and I have to mention, and we know why, but for those of you who've never watched the Little Rascals or you didn't see this coming into your purview, Little Rascals were racist as fuck.
Oh, God, yeah. You couldn't make that today.
No, there's no way you could have Spanky with the supposed genie lamp going, I wish Cotton was a monkey. I wish Cotton was a monkey. And have Stymie, when he had the lamp and he said, I wish I had a watermelon, and the watermelon falls off the truck and rolls by him and hits him, and He's like, oh shit, I wish I had a big watermelon. I wish I had a big watermelon. I wish I had some chicken.
Yeah.
You could, but like
6 disclaimers later.
no, but like buckwheat wouldn't be able to have such a
Massive fro.
well, the hair he had, it would have to be trimmed and round. You'd have to you couldn't make him
Buck
look
would
the
have
way
cornrows.
the way they portrayed him back
You
then.
couldn't make it a
like,
stereotype.
right, it could be stereotypical. Like back then, they could get away with like he was dirty and less than something. But
I look at the shift in
I always
culture.
like the fact that even though they portrayed that buckwheat and some of the other characters like were less than the rest of them, none of them in the group gave a fuck.
No,
Like
because-
nobody gave a fuck that Darla was the rich bitch of the whole group. That
No.
bitch hung out with a bunch of fucking criminals.
yes. And look at the way culture is
Literally
shifted.
like my wife sitting around at a party with me and my friends from work. It's one really nice lady and a bunch of fucking felons.
Look at the shift in culture. In the mid 80s, Buckwheat, the character, made a comeback. There were posters, there were action figures. In the 90s, I had a necktie with Buckwheat on it.
Yes, and so good that Eddie Murphy could play off of it as a character on a mainstream every night show.
Well, because he was
Done.
poking fun. He was
Yes,
poking
right,
fun at the stereotype.
Right. He was poking fun at the way yes.
Now,
And when
the way we would
Go
have
ahead.
to portray that is how the media and television was portraying the average black person as just like a hip hop stereotype. You know, the cornrows and the big puffy jackets and all that. Because they've gone beyond that now. Because you're
Right,
always
so he
looking
has to be a
you're always looking
character
20
for
years in the
fans
rear
rather
view.
than-
You're always looking about 20 years in the rear view when you're poking fun at the last stereotype.
The way when Eddie Murphy came back about 10 years ago to do the guest spot on Saturday Night Live, and he did the Buckwheat Masked Singer, and people loved it. When he did Velvet Jones on Jeopardy again, he did Gumby, he did all Mr. Robinson, he did all those
Gumby,
classic
damn it.
characters, and nobody, and Herm knows this, it's one of my favorite phrases, nobody white said shit. It was like we were reliving our childhood. When you see these clips online of a show that my father introduced me to, that I'm sorry, Marsh is not here to tell us John Amos is still alive, Good Times.
Right. Can you imagine if they actually worked an original episode exactly of Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood?
I always
Right
thought that
now-
should have been a movie spinoff, like The Ladies'
No, it
Man
totally
with Tim
would have
Meadows.
been a fucking
Oh,
great, it would have been a great 90 minutes.
mhm.
But can you imagine now if they ran a segment of Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood now?
When they did it 10 years ago, when he did the thing,
Everybody, the white people, the black people, the right and the left would lose their fucking shit.
and then you have guys like us who are just like, man, you are
Who just
bringing me
sit there
back.
like, "Hey, this is fucking funny as fuck."
Right?
It's okay to laugh.
It is. And it's okay to poke fun at ourselves.
It is. It's funny because inherently, in some way, it's true.
Bingo. You took the word right out of my mouth. There's
Comedy
a
is
reason.
the same thing as tickling. It's safe. But also
There's a
little
reason
bit
guys like
dangerous.
us, and I don't have any fear speaking for you two on this subject. There's a reason guys like us can go to our shuffle and listen to Andrew Dice Clay, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Red Fox, Sam Kinison, excuse me, and we still laugh at those fucking jokes today. Where if I played, let's say, dirty nursery rhymes
The doctor
for my
says
daughter.
you exactly.
Your breath smells exactly like your
Your
ass.
breath smells exactly like your ass.
If I played those dirty nursery rhymes that Andrew Dice Clay did for my daughter with no context, here, just listen to this. She'd be mortified. But then again, this is the same girl that at 4 years old accidentally overheard me watching Delirious and learned the bear and the rabbit joke and told it every chance she got. And she'd edit it too. She would edit it too. A bear and a rabbit are pooping in the woods. I'm like, oh shit, I'm in so much trouble.
Does poop stick to your fur?
Deer fur?
No.
No.
The
So
rabbit wiped his butt with the rabbit.
Right. For years until she turned 16, she would sing the Thunder Buddies song edited. Bite me, thunder, you can kiss my butt. I'm like, this kid is smarter than I deserve.
Clearly.
But yeah, it sucks that somebody made a video a couple years ago. What would Blazing Saddles look like today? And it was
We
the
were
opening
talking about that
scene.
at work the other day.
Yep.
The
The scene came up, Blazing Saddles, starring, and they show the horse and they show this, and then it would say the end. You'd
All
get
right,
the opening
but
credits, you'd get the end
also-
credits.
Also, I know that motherfucker's 100 years old, but he's still fucking kicking like a son of a bitch. But they are, Mel is releasing Spaceballs. 2.
Spaceballs too.
And
I can't
I
wait
gotta
for
be
that.
honest, before he dies, I would like to see him direct a reboot of Blazing Saddles.
That'd
Just
be awesome.
because Mel does not give a fuck.
Gotta love that. You have to love that.
So I'm thinking that Spaceballs 2, it's lovely. But if he rebooted Blazing Saddles, I think Mel is the only fucker on the planet that could get away with it. And God bless his Jewish ass, he'd get away with it and they'd love it.
Yeah.
He's an old man. There's no hostility. He's 100 fucking years old. Fuck off. Nobody cares. He's like the George Burns of us now.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. I'm going to do it. It's funny. If you don't think so, fuck you.
Yeah. It's for somebody. Somebody's gonna buy it. We had,
Seriously.
and again, this goes back to my parents because I may or may not have liberated this book from his collection. The very first edition, and I brought it on the school bus, and everybody's rip-roaring laughing until I got in trouble and had to go home and give my father back his copy of Truly Tasteless Jokes. The first ever.
With the black
Truly.
cover.
Yes.
You know what I got from Mama for reading for books?
SWAT to the back of the head.
No, actually, I developed an extreme love for Irma Bombeck.
Oh, she wrote some incredibly funny shit.
Absolutely, from the whole suburbs wife. Basically, it was like, you know what I mean? Like, they were mom's books, and I picked them up later. But I love Irma Bombeck. Her shit is
I do
funny
too.
as fuck.
I do too.
Absolutely.
There's a story and a chapter where they moved to the suburbs and they bought a house, and it's supposed to come with all these trees, and they move in and they get the keys and they walk through the door, and there's a fucking envelope. There's like 6 or 7 envelopes on the counter, and it's all the seeds for the fucking trees that are supposed to be. There's 3 elm tree seeds. There's 3 this tree seeds. Her shit was funny as fuck.
Absolutely. And the person I hate giving this guy praise. I hate giving this guy praise because of how uber political he's gotten in the last 15 years. Tim Allen's books in the 90s were as close as you could get to Irma Bombeck's 70s and 80s books.
Oh, Don't Stand Too Close to a Naked Man was a
Yep.
fucking exquisite book. Very
Amen.
self-revealing. He very much used that as one of his first it was apothic.
Yeah.
For him.
And
he got a lot of shit out about his dad and shit, but that book was awesome.
and the same goes for
a toxic masculinity book.
Yeah, and the same goes for the one book that wasn't just all redneck jokes. When Jeff Foxworthy wrote his I can't remember the title, but
The
I read it.
memoirs book, not the
Yeah.
joke book.
I read it cover to cover when I moved to Indiana, riding in the back of a truck. Chad was driving. Ivan was in the front seat. I'm in the back bucket seat, whatever the fuck you call it, in this
Did I
dually.
pack that truck?
You and I and Chad and Ivan, yes. And I read that book cover to cover, and I was like, I got one of my greatest pickup lines from that book, and it was Jeff's brother who actually used it. They're at a football game together, and he's just telling these random stories from life. And he said he watched his brother walk up to a girl at a football game, and he looks at her up and down, checks her out, looks at her shoes, and goes, "Nice shoes. Want to leave?" And she went, "Yeah." I changed it a little bit when I met one of my ex-psychos. Like, "Nice shoes. Thank you. Want to fuck?"
See, I learned
It worked.
well.
It worked.
I don't.
And
use
then
that
and then
lot,
Lynch kicked her out of the house.
but I learned long ago to pay attention to women's shoes. My mother, I got that from Mama. Women wear shoes, certain shoes to be noticed, and
Mhm.
like commenting on their shoes is very
That's,
You're not
that's
being a
huge. That's huge.
You're not being a creep. You're not commenting on their body or their tits or their ass. You're noticing their whole outfit and noticing and I truly appreciate it long ago, but nice shoes
Mm-hmm.
is
One-
one of the hottest compliments that I've been told by women that you can give a woman because it realizes you're paying fucking attention.
Yep.
Not the purse, maybe the purse. Commenting on an accessory is way bigger than being dirty and
Crass.
anything like that. Right, like just walking by like all the
Hey,
time.
nice
just
tits.
right, but hey, nice shoes. And keep walking, and all of a sudden, like that
Hey, nice turd
it's
cutter. Can I fill it?
it's right, you know what I mean? Like it's a way to be a little bit forward, but
Show that you're actually
Not-
paying attention.
Right.
right, but not being like offensive.
Yeah,
Pay
offensive.
attention to shoes and purses. I learned that from my second wife and my mama.
Nice. So with the few moments we have left, 7 minutes as it were.
I would like to
All
talk to you
gathered
right
here.
down here to earth in a language that we can easily understand.
Great. Now I think CM Punk is going to walk through my door playing his song behind him, which I think is great.
Yeah.
If you're a wrestling fan, to have 30,000 people in an arena, 50,000 people like there were at SummerSlam this past weekend, sing a song that came out in 1988 and think it is the coolest shit ever. God bless CM Punk.
Yep. Speaking of old shit. So I watched Mortal Kombat 2, Herm.
Ooh,
I did
I want to
too.
hear what you two have to say about this because I didn't watch it.
It was pretty good.
I had a fucking blast. It was
like
better than the
watching a
first.
video game. It's exquisite.
It was better than the first. I liked that they did a little humor in there, and it was more tongue in cheek, so to speak.
Yes, it was very cheeky, and I liked it. Not unlike
I
the
loved
first one.
Carl Urban in it.
Furious.
I love Carl Urban. I love Carl Urban just in general. He's a good actor. Criminally underrated. He was very good. Kano was fucking hilarious. And I finally realized where I knew him from. He's on a TV show my wife and I watch. He's on a sitcom called St. Dennis.
Yes.
And I didn't realize
Yes.
he's from New Zealand.
Yes.
And that American accent he does on the show is not his natural accent. I was like, holy shit. Because he said something. The way he said something, I was like, holy shit. Is this the guy from...
Yup.
It is. He was really
That's
good.
exactly
I just thought the way the fight scenes were amazing. And it was more fast paced than the first movie. The first movie told a really good origin story, but it was slow. It took 3/4 of the way through the movie for it to really pick up. And I watched Mortal Kombat 2, then I watched the first one again. And I was like, number 2 is better. Had a lot of fun with it. I liked how they handled Baraka.
I thought he was the best
really,
person.
yes.
I gotta
It didn't look cheesy.
be honest.
It didn't look cheesy.
The AI digital effects were done exquisitely.
The CGI was very good.
Nothing looked cheesy at all, and was so
It
beyond
looked-
like
It looked like you were
that's
watching the video
definitely
game.
not fucking real.
Yeah, it looked like you were watching the video game. And there were tons of Easter eggs in there. The bartender at the bar where Johnny Cage is, and he says, "Keep him coming, Ed." That's Ed Boon, one of the creators of the original game. He's always in one of the Mortal Kombat media things in one way or another. He always has a cameo. But I thought it was really, really good. Would recommend. I don't know why it didn't do well in the theater. I think it was just a victim of bad timing. And there were other things overshadowing it, I think, at the time. So, hey, but good movie all around. I'll give it 3.5 out of 4.
Wow.
Yeah. It's good. He's good.
I'll have to watch it. I started at you guys' recommendation, the new He-Man, and I must have been rock dead tired because I made it 6 minutes in.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're
So
tired.
I'm gonna have to watch it Thursday morning on my half day. Get up, get showered, get a cold Diet Dr. Pepper, and sit down and watch the new Masters of the Universe, because all I've heard from everybody is that it's phenomenal.
Yeah, new Spider-Man came out. I heard it's really, really good. Couple, I know all the spoilers, so there's nothing ruined for me. I knew them before the movie came out. Having Jean Grey in it is kind of weird for me, but I've heard it's the best action Spider-Man has done in any of his solo movies, and I'm looking forward. I mean, we were trying to see it this weekend, but everywhere has been sold out for a month.
Okay.
So maybe this weekend
All right.
I'll actually go to the movies and see it with my wife.
Enjoy that.
Yes. I love the movies.
Yes, spend your human monies on the movies.
The movies with the boobies. I like the movies with the boobies. They don't have those theaters around anymore.
No, you have to dig deep to find those.
Dig deep.
But then again, with the internet, you can just find it on your phone.
I mean, porn's literally a couple thumb strokes away.
It's
No pun
unfortunate.
intended.
It's coming from Come Quick Thumb Dick. That's a
Yeah,
hell
I'm
of
quick
a
thumb dick. Fugler McFuckstick.
There you go.
I'm the clan McFucksticks. In Scotland.
I think we need like a movie review type thing. So one of you is going to come up with a film. I don't know any good films that are out streaming right now that we should all watch. I mean, I watched the Michael Jackson movie. I have nothing but good things to say about it. I'm about to watch Masters of the Universe. I'm not a huge Mortal Kombat fan.
Yo,
Didn't watch the first one.
Devil's
Not going to
Mouth.
watch the second one. What is it?
Devil's Mouth.
And where can I find that?
I don't know. Just search Devil's Mouth. It's a movie.
If I have to pay for it, you'll Venmo me the $14. And
You won't. It's on one of the streaming services. It's good.
okay. Because I said that to someone recently when the Michael Jackson movie
I
was
never
streaming.
recommend movies you have to buy. Let's be
All
honest.
right. Well,
I'm never going to do that.
a young lady I work with was like, I just went to the theater and I saw a Michael Jackson movie. And I'm like, I saw that streaming on Amazon and it's $14.99 through Fandango because I have a coupon. It's not $19.99. And she goes, I will give you $15. If you hate the movie, you give the money back or what have you. You know, kind of like if you're not satisfied, return it and get a full refund. Loved it.
It's on Prime.
I gave her the money. Well, at the time it wasn't. This was 3-4 weeks ago when it was through Fandango. I gave her the money back. I'm like, you don't have to pay me for this. This is the fucking most phenomenal film I ever saw about a singer. And now they're talking about, by the way, for the Prince fan in the audience, which is all of us, but mostly Herm, if you were to go to ESPN, the app, if you have it, and watch SummerSlam Night 2 and see how many of the ladies in the 6-woman ladder match paid tribute to Prince in their outfits, you would be in tears. It was gorgeous. It was so fucking cool because they were in Minneapolis for SummerSlam.
I might have to visit that.
Yes.
Just because.
The ladies just...
Or I fly to New York to see a Broadway show.
There you go. But it was awesome. I can't remember which one. I know Jade Cargill came out. She had a jacket with the Prince symbol on the back. And part of her ring outfit was the fluffy chest piece. Another one came out with another Prince gimmick. And I'm like, dude, how fucking cool is that? Just really, really freaking cool. Anyway, we got to get out of. I got to get out of here. These guys can do this all night if they like.
We could.
But I gotta go fill in some content on the Speedway review. Please check in on that. Somebody figure out a movie, send it to all of us. We'll all watch it. We'll all give a review. Marsh can hem and haw and cry the blues all he wants. Fuck him. Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
I'd love it to be the ladies' man, but we've already seen it 100 times easily each.
Yeah.
It is.
I'll comb the streaming services.
All right.
Comb the desert.
Huh?
Comb the desert.
There you go. We've been combing this shit fight. We ain't found shit.
We ain't found shit.
We ain't found shit.
Judgment falls upon you at first light. I'm the hand of God. I'm the dark Messiah. I'm the vengeful one. In the blackest moment of a dying world, what have you
Do not adjust your sets. That's the way Herm dances all the time at every event. That's his one move.
Don't get too close. I'll hit you.
Sorry.
You got
Just
one
stick with
move.
this.
Yeah, 2 speeds. Slow and
Slow
off.
and stop.
There's 2 Utes.
Have
Two
a
Utes.
good night, ladies and gentlemen.